YouTube? I'm David Boucher, and welcome to day 161 of my Life Transformation Chronicle. It is June the 10th, 2018, and we are fast closing in on day 180. It's flown by, and so I'm looking forward to these last couple of videos. And as I said a few weeks ago, the last ones will actually take place in France, which is very fitting since that was one of the goals I wanted to work into this 6-month Life Transformation Chronicle was getting to spend more time over there. So I'm looking forward to that and being able to share with you something that's very, very important to me. So on that topic of things that are important to me, it's been a productive week, obviously, but it's been kind of a strange one. I'm not trying to intentionally get anyone down with the seriousness of the video, but so today is actually the 4-year anniversary of my father dying. So he passed away from cancer 4 years ago on June 10th, 2014. And I don't want to talk too much about how that made me feel at the time. I mean, that's not relevant. But I do think about what I've done since then a lot, because that happening to him really motivated me to do most of the big things I've done since then. And so it changed my life in a lot of ways. So when he passed away, I realized a couple things. The first one is that time is short. The second one is that we never know when our time's up. And the third one is that you can spend all your life working. At the end of the day, the only people that are really going to be there for you are your family. So you hear me talk about time a lot. I mean, even in my hobbies, one of them, which is watches, time is something I think about all the time, specifically how fast it goes and how little we have of it. And I think when I really started thinking in those terms when he passed away. And while I don't want to in any way say that him dying was a positive thing, because that is not the case at all. I think at the same time in life, you just are given circumstances that even if you could choose to make, well, if you have no choice, you just have to accept them. And so the only thing that you can choose is not whether they happen or not, but how you react to them. And I think that I've done my best to use what happened positively for myself in making proactive choices to make sure that I spent the time that I have left, whether that's a lot or a little, productively. So I think about, obviously, beyond just him not being here, I think about that every year when this day rolls around is, what have I done, not to achieve anything, but just to make myself happy and enjoy my time here. On that same kind of note, so in the past week, two famous people, so Kate Spade and Anthony Bourdain, committed suicide, which I don't want to speak too much to that because I don't know what's going on in their head. I'm not obviously a mental health professional, but I do think it shows that the things that one would think would make you happy, and certainly I thought they'd make me happy, which is trying to reach fame and wealth, don't always get you there. And sometimes, there's other things that there could still be things missing, right? And so I'm in a much better spot now because I don't really care so much about the wealth and fame. I mean, I do well, and I care that if I spend time with a client that I'm paid fairly for that. But I don't spend all my free time thinking, how can I be the next Steve Jobs? And as a matter of fact, actually, the big project I've picked up recently is teaching myself a very difficult song on the guitar. So John Mayer, Slow Dancing in a Burning Room, he's got a phenomenal live version. I paid $30 for a lesson on that. I think that's going to be at least a 6-month to a year project. And it makes me happy. There's no way I'm going to become famous playing this thing note for note, but it makes me happy, and that's what I'm chasing. I'm just chasing self-satisfaction rather than wealth and fame. So all of these things have been kind of going through my head, and I think they're going to keep going through my head as I go forward, obviously past the 180-day mark. In terms of just what's going on, very busy couple weeks, very busy June. So I'm going to New York for a day tomorrow to see clients. Next week I'll be in Denver to see clients, and actually I come back the night before I'm supposed to leave to France for a while. So it's going to be quite a hectic end of the month, but that's good because this is all stuff that I enjoy. I feel like I'm heading in the right direction. I have near total agency over what I do. So despite everything that's kind of going on around me, I feel like I'm in a good spot. And I give myself credit for, even though I was in a much, or I'd say a bad spot, not too long ago, I give myself credit for reacting to that in what I think is a constructive way for me. So I said, I'm not happy this is going to get worse. I need to nip this thing in the bud and find things that do make me happy. And here I am. And I hope that that's something that you take away from this, is that you compare what I was saying in January to now, I'm in a much better spot. So hopefully, if you haven't started, you take that as motivation to go on your own journey and find your own happiness. So with that, it's Sunday. It's beautiful outside. I just want to say, go enjoy your weekend. Be grateful for everyone that's around you. Be grateful for everything that you've got. And I will check in with you on day 168 next week. So talk to you soon.